Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Dave Silva. I'm a guitar teacher, like many of us in the world. I am quarantined and teaching from home as much as I can, trying to keep things going. I've never actually done this before, so I thought I would actually start with an experimental how to play guitar video. Just a real quick beginner series for anybody who has never played before. We're gonna just start with the guitar. And if also you need to, I can post a how to tune your guitar thing. I started this idea because I figured there's a lot of people with guitars in their closets that, well, all of a sudden have a lot of time on their hands. So I'm gonna go with the basics. Let's talk about the strings. We've got 6 strings on a guitar. They are lettered from top to bottom: E, A, D, G, B, E. Those are our letters. And then from bottom to top, they're actually numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I typically start with a numbered system for a few different things. 1 is the strings. 2 is the frets, these funny little boxes here. And for today's lessons, all we have to worry about is 1, fret 2, and fret 3. And then the last numbered system we want to think about is our fingers. Our index in our left hand. If you're a right-handed person, your left hand is going to be on the fretboard. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Today we're only going to do the first 3. Now that is all we really need to know for this first bit. What we want to do is we want to start with guitar chords, something like this. We hold down the frets and strum the strings. We pull back just a little bit there. And these 2 chords are the 2 chords we're going to learn today. This is called the E minor chord, and this is called the A chord. Not acorn, a chord. I know, that's a pretty cheesy joke. So let's get you started with some visuals too. I am going to excuse all these little bits. First thing we're going to look at is a chord chart. This is a chord chart. And the big thing we want to notice here is the chord on the left, the one that says E minor. Let's see if I can get my little pointer tool to work, because that's pretty fun. This chord right here, E minor. Oh, excuse that. That's the one we want to work with first. Now, the important thing to understand is that that number 1 is going to be on the 6th string or the 5th string. So we're working with the 5th string here, which is this string. This line going down is your 5th string, believe it or not, towards the top of the neck. And then this is going to be the 4th string. And these are your finger numbers right here. Sorry about that. 1 and finger number 2. So if we just think about that, pardon me a second. I know I'm still pretty new at this. Get rid of some of those things, and we'll give you a visual on the E minor chord as we go back to the guitar. Now, first finger, 2nd fret. That's the other piece of that chord chart to understand. 5th string, remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the 2nd finger is going to go on the 4th string inside the 2nd fret as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you'll notice, we make these 2 fingers our first E minor chord. So that's very important to understand. Let's just all take a moment and strum that. And you want to play all the strings. So when you strum a guitar, you want to strum over the sound hole. If you have an electric guitar, you're going to want to strum over the pickups. Super important. You never want to be strumming way up here. So that's our E minor chord. And the next chord we're going to do is the A chord. Now, I'm going to take these 2 fingers and bring them down 1 string each. So your first finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. 1, 2, 3. Remember, the frets are the boxes and the strings. So first finger, 2nd fret, 1, 2, 3, 4th string. First finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string. And then we're going to squeeze our 3rd finger into the 2nd string, 2nd fret. Now the top string cannot be played in this chord. This is out. If you hit it on accident, it doesn't sound bad. It's not terrible, right? But it really, we want, because it's an A chord, we want the root right there. It's a full A chord. Now, here is the next part. And if I take you back actually to, hold on a second. If I take you back to our chord chart, that is going to be that 2nd chord that we just looked at, the A chord. Again, you've got that little X right there. That means you do not strum with your right hand in your pick the top string. We're only going to play from the 5th string down. All righty. So that's that. And then what we want to look at is, what do we do with these chords? Super important. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to take a peek at this, what I call a strum chart or slash notation. Pardon me. And that's a very, very helpful tool. So we're going to strum. Each one of these lines is a strum on the beat. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I can just strum 1, 2, 3, 4, because we have beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, and beat 4, just like so. I'll just get rid of those. And I'm just going to demonstrate that E minor chord. If you look in the little box, you can see I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm playing on that, all 4 of those beats, right? And then, what do I do when I get here? What do I do then? I'm going to switch to the A chord and play that 4 times, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just paying attention to that idea that we won't want to hit the top string, right? That little X there. Want to avoid that X with our right hand pick. Now, so the whole progression as we go, we're going to start here. And I'm going to count you in slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Make that chord. 1, E minor chord. 2, 3, 4. And then we get to here, and we switch to A, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And what happens when we get here? That, if you do not understand, is a repeat sign. And that says 4 times. I always recommend that in these exercises that you repeat these little exercises 4 times. Go back to the beginning, basically 3 more times, and do it again. So let me get rid of those for you. Okay, so let's take that off and try again with a full visual. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then repeat, right? 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is lesson number 1. These are very strange and difficult times, everybody. I hope everybody is healthy. And I would love to do this for sure. You know, if anybody needs any follow-up answers to any of the stuff that I've done, I've never done this before, so I'm more than happy to fill in any gaps you need. You can look, I'll send this along with my email, davesilvamusic@gmail.com. That's davesilvamusic@gmail.com. And then you can also reach me on my webpage, which I will, of course, figure out how to put at the bottom of the screen. So good luck to everybody, and please stay healthy and have a good week. Bye-bye.